I'll be adjusting my manual CCT in this video. There are several ways of adjusting the CCT. Some people say to loosen the CCT until you hear the cam chain rattling a little bit, but you don't want it too loose, otherwise it'll skip a gear and throw your timing off, and that'll destroy your valves and your pistons and everything. So loosen the screw until you hear a fair bit of, or just a little bit of rattling, and then tighten it until the rattling goes away, and then turn it a quarter turn more, and then lock the locking nut. That's one way. Another way is to tighten the CCT, tighten the chain until you hear a little bit of a whine, meaning the CCT is a bit too tight, and then back it off and then lock the locking nut. That's the second way. And these two methods are done with the engine running. And then the third method is to actually have the engine taken apart with it turned off. Engine taken apart, cam chain exposed, and then you measure the cam chain deflection. That method is probably the hardest. So the way I'm going to be using it is what I explained in the beginning, which is to loosen it until you hear the chain rattling, and then tighten it until the noise goes away, and then another quarter turn, and then tighten the locking nut. So I'll be doing it that way. This bike, particularly the 2008 ZX6R, you can do it without removing the fairings. Just take out this screw right here and this screw right here, and you should be able to pull the fairing apart from the frame. Don't pull too hard, otherwise you'll risk cracking or breaking the body panel. So I stuck a screwdriver in between the fairings, so this part stays open. So the first step is to locate your CCT. On this bike, it's right here at the side. Now normally it doesn't come with a manual CCT, it comes with a automatic, but some people ditch the automatic and go in favor of the manual, which is better in my opinion, because sometimes the automatic CCT tends to fail. Your spring becomes too weak to push it, and your cam chains tend to make a lot of noise. So the first step is to get a wrench in there and loosen the lock bolt. So I put a light in there so you guys can get a better view. So this is the locking nut that this wrench is wrapped around. So loosen it just a little bit there. Okay. And well, actually, I should do this when while the engine's running, so it doesn't, so I can monitor it so it doesn't back out. So I don't know how I'm going to do this with the camera and tools in my hand. So I'm just going to set the camera down. What I'm going to be doing is loosening this bolt right here while turning this at the same time until the cam chain gets a little noisier. And well, hopefully the camera can pick up the noise. So actually you can hear it's rather noisy right now, so it actually does need adjusting. So I'm going to turn it until the noise goes away, So right there, that's the point where the noise is starting to go away. Now it's a lot quieter. So I'm going to turn it 1/4 turn more, and then I'm going to set the screw. I'm going to set the nut. So that's it right there. You can hear the engine a lot quieter. Before it had a lot of rattle. Right now, it's very quiet. I don't hear the rattling at all. So that's how you adjust a manual CCT. It's been working for me for a couple of years now. If you find this helpful, rate me thumbs up and subscribe to my videos. Thanks a lot.